Looking at you, I can see that you run to come here. What is pushing you? It's a flute. You are flute. You push you us to come here. But you're asking, what brought you? Look at your face. You run to come here. You didn't come gently. So guppies, they look at the ground. They're crashing the ground with their lotus feet. What is this boy doing? What is he talking? Is it normal? You called us. The Christian said, well, that is my flute. It is not me who called you. My flute called for you. I didn't call you. It's the flute. Did you hear me? The flute called for you. I said, yes. But whose flute? Whose flute? Of course, Christian's flute plays itself sometimes. Christian play the flute, and sometimes the flute will play itself by himself. So Christian want to hide his. No, yes, no, it's not this. Christian want to stimulate their love for him. Yes, he was speaking to stimulate them. But externally, it seems as if he is discouraging them, he's speaking philosophy, morality, teaching them how to behave morality. Christians don't need to teach them anything. They already know what to do. He's simply appetizing their feelings, their lovely feelings for him. So Christians spoke to them. Like this verse, the Gopi statement begins with the word Maivan Biborati Bhavan Gatatum Niri Sam Sam. Sam Sam. They said Niri Sam Sam means Krishna is speaking harsh words. Harsh. Why are you speaking such harsh words? What is harsh words? Maybe you have come to see the beauty of the forest, Vrindavan forest, during the Sarat season. Vrindavan forest is very beautiful, and the flowers that are blooming at that time is full. So the whole place is permitted the varieties of sweet-smelling flowers. So the forest is very beautiful, and the idea is that the senses are 100% stimulated for gratification. That's the idea. When they say Sadak season, that is what we are looking at. A period where the senses are highly stimulated for gratification. And Christians say, yeah, this is a good time for me to call for the gopis. So he called for them to come. You have seen the beauty of the forest. Now you can go back. This is very dangerous forest. At this time, ferocious animals are passing. And it is not good for a chaste lady to come. You are young girls and I'm a young boy in the dark night, in the forest, alone like this. This is not religious behavior. You are all religious people. Just go back to your husbands. A woman who followed the regulatory principle of serving the husband very nicely goes to a higher planet. So I want you to go to a higher planet. Therefore, follow your husband. Go back to your husband. Go and take care of your babies. Bathe them very nicely. Feed your husband medicine. Satisfy them. In this way, you go back to a higher planet. You should go back. It's not good for you to come to the forest like this. This is not good. Especially the lusty or like this. So Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, Krishna was saying, don't go back to your material life. That's what Krishna is saying. Don't go back to you. Actually, you should stay here with me because this is the appropriate place for you to stay. So then the gopis said, which kind of women do you want to stay with you? Which kind of women you want to stay with you? Krishna said, beautiful, young girls like you with a thin waist. Who are those? The gopis. This is gopis. The gopis have thin waist. They are beautiful, and they are also very young. Very young. So Krishna said, this kind of women's girls should stay with me, not the old ones. The old ones should stay at home. Ugly and old ones should stay at home. Only the beautiful and young, fresh ones will stay with me, Krishna. Krishna. This is what Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur interpreted to me. So it's very nice dialogue was going on between Krishna and the gopis. So the same thing Krishna is doing with the Brahmana's wives. You go back to your husband so they can complete your jagya. Which jagya? Which jagya? The goal of jagya is what? To attain Vishnu, and we have attained you. This is what they said here. We have attained you. Right? We have attained you. We have attained your lotus feet. So we simply wish to remain here in the forest so we may carry upon our heads the garland of tulasi leaves we may neglectfully keep. When Krishna is walking, the tulsi leaves on his foot can come down. The gopis say, let that fall on our heads. That will be the ornament on our head. The glorification is the ornament that decorates our ears. The tulsi leaves from our feet will decorate our head. Our head. That is the first law of life. Nigama refers to the Vedic literature, which said that one who surrenders at the lotus feet of the Lord does not return to this material world. Thus, the Brahmana's wives appealed to the Lord that since they had surrendered to him, it was unfair for him to order them to return to their materialistic husbands. According to Sri Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, Lord Krishna might have pointed out to the Brahmana's wives, you young ladies are members of the aristocratic Brahmana community. So how can you surrender at the feet of a male cowherd boy? To this, the ladies might have replied, since we have already surrendered at your lotus feet, and since we desire to become your servant, we are obviously not maintaining a false identification as members of the so-called Brahmana community. You can easily ascertain this from our words. Krishna knows the heart, and he knows the word. He knows that our word is actually coming from our heart for you. I know that our heart is already donated to you. One can surrender to Krishna externally by giving our body, we give all the paraphernalia, we give all physical things, positions around, who can give that to Krishna, surrender. Still, one can give the self to Krishna. our intelligence, our words, our mind, our senses, completely yourself to Krishna. That is surrender. That is surrender. Lord Krishna might have replied, I am a cowhead boy, and my proper male servants and girlfriends are the cowhead girls, the gopis. The wives might have answered, true, let them be so. Let them shine forth if you are embarrassed in front of your relatives to make Brahmana ladies your maid servants. We certainly don't want to embarrass you. We will not go to your village, but will rather remain in Vrindavan, like presiding deities of the forest. We will not follow you to the house. We will remain here. We will remain here. We simply desire to perfect our lives by even a slight trace of connection with you. Thus, by the spiritual insight of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, we learn that the Brahmana's wives offered to remain at a distance and simply take the tulasi leaves that would fall from the lotus feet of Krishna, or be crushed by the feet of his girlfriends when he embraced them. The gopis, the Brahmana's wife, we don't want to go and compete with your gopis. We don't want. We will remain here, even at distance. We will serve you from here. Simply accept us as your servant, and we will be satisfied. We'll be satisfied. Even with distance. Krishna consciousness is beyond distance, beyond space, beyond time. Srila Mangalacarana Swami explained. When the Krishna was going to the forest, Krishna had come out early morning to go to the forest, and all the thousands of millions of cowherd boys, they were all running. I will touch Krishna first. I will be the first person to touch Krishna. That's the desire for all of them. And we're all running. All of them have desire that I will touch Krishna first. And millions of them ran together. How did they touch Krishna? They ran to Krishna. I will touch Krishna. I will touch Krishna. And they were all running. They all ran. And they all surrounded Krishna. That is their desire. So Mangalacarana Swami said, one can stand million kilometers away from physical Krishna. Right? One can stand million kilometers away from physical Krishna, and one can stand body to body with Krishna. That is not a problem. The problem is what? Our connection with Krishna. So a person who is fully Christian conscious can be billion kilometers away and is touching Krishna. While at the same time, the person who is standing shoulder to shoulder with Krishna is not touching Krishna. Is it not true? Shoulder to shoulder, but he was not touching Krishna. But someone is thousands of kilometers away is touching Krishna very intimately. That's Krishna consciousness. Distance has nothing to do with Krishna consciousness. Right? For one who has Krishna, you don't need to run to anywhere to get Krishna. Where you are is what? Krishna is. Where you are, Krishna is right there. So one of our chariots said, why do you want to go to Vrindavan? For what? Where you are, Krishna is not there. Krishna is not there. Krishna is everywhere. Sarvata Pani Padam Tat. Sarvata. Sarvama Britya Tishtati. Krishna prepared everything. There's nothing which doesn't contain Krishna. That is Krishna. Nothing. Adantarasa Paramanu Chayantarasam. That is Krishna. He's there. Everywhere. Sarvata. Everywhere. Krishna. Everywhere. So, one who is restless in Krishna consciousness is demonstrating to us that that person doesn't have Krishna. Is it not? The restlessness means no Krishna. Steady and fixed means Krishna. So it's there. Of course, they are not saying that we shouldn't go there. That's why we shouldn't go there. They are saying that we should become Krishna conscious. Then we can go anywhere. That's the point. If you're Krishna conscious, then you can go anywhere. If you don't have Krishna, anywhere you go, you will not see Krishna. You won't see Krishna. So the Brahmana's wife. We don't want to go and embarrass you with your friends. We will stay here in the forest, but just accept us as your own. That's all we want. That's all. When your gopi friends they will move in the forest, the dust from their feet will fall on our head. That is enough for us. That's all. The Brahma also feel the same thing. The Brahma. That's just it. I don't want to ask you to after I have offended Krishna. No? Lord Brahma is the original kidnapper. He's the father of kidnappers. That is Lord Brahma. Is it not? Now, tiny ones who are kidnapping people and say, pay some money. So Brahma did it first. We are not the first people to do anything. He was the first person who kidnapped Krishna boy and the cows. That was the Brahma. Hijacker. The Brahma is the first hijacker. Right? Hijack all the boys and the cows and hid them somewhere. Yes. So after committing the offense, he didn't want to go and tell. How you feel? Somebody has offended you seriously. Seriously, after I find it, can you give me a cell phone for 2 minutes? You give? Get out from here, you nonsense. You just did nonsense and you're coming to tell me what? Brahma is conscious. So he didn't beg Krishna, please give me blessings. But Brahma said, don't permit me to stay upscared of Vrindavan. So they are friends. They will pass over and join the dust from their feet on me. That is enough for me. That's all I wanted. That's it. This is human. This is human. If we're not human yet, we can't do bhakti. Most of us are having difficulty doing bhakti because we don't have human qualities yet. We must have a human quality before we can start bhakti. So the Brahma has a human quality. See, he was conscious of his offenses. He didn't go directly to go and beg Krishna, give me this. Okay. Oh, sweet boys. I just kidnap you now. When they are about to release prasadam, imagine that. You are very hungry. And now, after dealing with Agashura for a long time, now they find a suitable place to sit down to break their fast. Just as they just brought out their lunch bag and opened their bag and they brought out the prasadam. So Brahma kidnapped all of them. Is that a very good thing? It allowed them to enjoy their feast. As a human, he has human quality. So those of us who have no quality, have no good manner, we don't care if you have done something wrong. We don't care if you have offended someone. We have no shame in our heads. That means you have no human quality. Human quality make a civilized person. A person who has human quality to feel ashamed or have done something wrong. I should repent. I should beg for forgiveness. I should not go directly to go and request for something. I should pass through some agencies to beg for forgiveness. The Brahma taught this principle for those who are fortunate to follow that. Yes. The ladies offered to carry these tulasi leaves upon their heads, thus renouncing the desire to become Krishna's intimate girlfriends or maidservants, a position they knew was difficult to achieve. The young Brahmana ladies begged to remain in Vrindavan forest. If the Lord had been asked, then what will their family members say? They would have replied, we have already transcended our so-called relatives because we are seeing you, the Supreme Lord, face to face. No more, no more family, no more positions, no more all material attractions finished. Now it is Krishna, only Krishna. Yeah, we are seeing you. We see you face to face. What else do we need? That's all we need. We don't need anything else. It's finish continuing prayer. Finish family. Finish education. Finish grammatical culture. Finish social media. Finish everything. Finished. What remains now is just Krishna. That's Krishna. The Brahmanas why we say yes. This is where we are. Krishna and only Krishna. Bhagavatam. Enjoy your class. Any comment? Yes, sir.
It's all right. It's not a comment. I want to ask if someone commit offense like what we are discussing, Brahma immediately saw his offense and felt ashamed. If a person have committed an offense and his ego has not been, even though he feel ashamed, his ego will not let him preach and show that sorrow. What best can we help such a person if he's good or if he's in good of practicing Christian consciousness?
A person who have committed an offense, but the ego will not allow the person to go and beg for forgiveness. How can we help that person? That was a nice question. Only when one accepted that I have done something wrong, only when one accepted I have done something wrong, that I will go and beg for forgiveness. But if I have never accepted I've done something wrong, I will not repent and I will not beg for forgiveness. And even the person tells me, what you have done is no, you don't understand. How you can say, I didn't do anything wrong. It's just that you don't understand. You're such a fool that you don't know anything. I'm a pure devotee and I cannot do anything wrong. So how will you help such a person? There's no advice you give the person you will accept. Because he feels I've not done anything wrong. So I've not done anything wrong. So why should I be? Anyway, because they said. Because they said, one chakra. Because they said, I'm just doing it because they said, it's not because I've done anything wrong. Very dangerous life. Very, very dangerous life. Dangerous life. Dangerous. So the only thing we can do is to pray for the person. To pray. Please, Brother Gobinda, please help this devotee. We have brought him or her here. Please help. That's the best way to help him. Otherwise, you will talk to him, make more offenses. You make more offenses. Yes, one devotee, he did something wrong. His own spiritual master told him, go and apologize. He refused. His guru told him, go and apologize. He refused. And his guru told me, please help me talk to this boy. This will go and. So I called him. I said, Prabhu, please go. No, I cannot go because if I go to beg, that means that I accepted that I did it. Yes. Otherwise, why am I begging? Begging for forgiveness means that I did it. So how can I do that when I know I didn't do it? I cannot do it. Till today he didn't.
You didn't really do it.
Huh?
You didn't really do it.
His guru said he did it. And he asked me to talk to him to go and beg for forgiveness. So he can rectify the situation. He said no, he won't do it. The guru said he said no. I followed because I should do service. I do the service from the heart. The desire to help the devotee. I tried my best. That's the answer he gave to me. I cannot beg because begging means that I have accepted to have done it. I didn't do it, so I cannot beg. Well, your question is, what did he do it? The principle, excuse me, the principle of humility, the principle of humility, and the process to make advancement in Christian consciousness, which requires humility, is that once someone feels offended by your action, you are guilty. Claiming right, you are simply in you are simply increasing the problem. Means the heart is not soft. Once someone feels offended by our actions, we are guilty. We should beg, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Even if we didn't do it, but somehow or other, we have made someone to feel offended. We are guilty. We have committed an offense. We should beg for forgiveness. But the ego didn't allow him to beg. So we're discussing the Radha Surya. So we're discussing that there are many people, including devotees, who never say sorry in their life. Including devotees. They will never say sorry. This word, sorry, so powerful, it has destroyed marriages. Do you know? It has destroyed many marriages. It has destroyed many empires. Why do people fight? Why? Because I cannot tell you so. Country to country are fighting. Because, oh sorry. Many people have lost their job. Okay, cannot say sorry. Lost friendship because cannot say sorry. The Brahma's intention of kidnapping the boys and the cows was, is this the Supreme Lord that I worship? I want to know who, if he's the one. This small boy killed this big demon like this? This small boy? Let me taste and see. I want to check his power. That was his intention. Because he saw Krishna doesn't behave like God. Krishna was holding a kind of preparation, yogurt mixed with varieties of fruit. And he was holding for the left hand, which he did for 1 year. Krishna was holding that for a complete year. I was eating it, licking his hand from here. So, look, the brother look, is God? Is this God I worship? This is one of the, this is my supreme Lord which I worship, behaving like this? That was his intention. He wanted to taste the Lord to see if he is the supreme. That was his intention of kidnapping the boys and the calves. Yes, and he got it very hot. He got it very hot. This is pastime for us to enjoy. Yes.
How we see from that perspective, that is action has given the women of Laban the opportunity to refute Krishna.
Yes.
Can we see from that perspective?
Yes. That he facilitated the desires of the ladies who wanted not only Maria Sweda should treat as God, he also wanted to feed Krishna. So Brahma facilitated that. So gave them chance to breastfeed Krishna for 1 year or so. 1 year. All that beautiful things all about it. Yes. Not only that. many other things. Yes.
I was just about this to say sorry, be able to say sorry, like you said before. That I just noticed that in my years in Krishna consciousness that women, we need to talk. We have a great desire to talk. We have a need to talk. So when we have disagreement and we don't talk with each other for some time, then we don't feel happy within. So then at one point, we do talk, we do meet, and we have to say sorry, because otherwise we cannot talk. But with Prabhus, I have seen that sometimes they can go for 20 years or 40 years with us, and then they just separate because they have big vision. And Prabhus, they can save the world, and they can go on food distribution, they can do so many big things that women we cannot do. But because we need to talk, then we have to say sorry. I just noticed, am I right? Or is this valid? I just mean that it's not nice to be in a female body. But it's not nice. There are so many disadvantages. But that one good thing I could say is that we have to say sorry in order for us to communicate.
Yes, it is true that there are many disadvantages having a human body, but there's a lot of advantages having a human body. Let me just mention just one. You see, if you remove women from this movement, you will also, this movement will stop moving forward. You understand? If you remove women from this ISKCON, you will never get any person joining the movement again. Nobody will join this movement again. If you remove women from here, nobody will join again. We have closed down the movement. Yes. You don't know that? Just make experiment just 1 week and you see what will happen. Nobody will come to this movement if you remove women. So, as far as material is concerned, everything has advantages and disadvantages. Everything. Both men, both women. Everything has disadvantages and advantages. Not only women. Not only women. Men also, disadvantages are there. A lot. So, both are useful. Only thing is, let us use what is necessary for what purpose. That is what we need to learn. And if you do that, everything will go perfect. Yes. Yes. Last question. Do you understand? Yes.
So I heard you when you were explaining when the older gopis were begging Krishna, made them stay outskirts, his inner circle in Krishna service, and they will be satisfied. So that means that one can surrender to Krishna in the temple and has gotten the highest platform of life. But then the problem that begins to happen is that, okay, tomorrow I will fall sick.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, health challenges. Because we are here, good shelter, everything is spiritual. Then we have to take care of our health. Sometimes we need to maintain the bodies in diverse ways. So sometimes these are the practical steps that naturally, eventually, we see that people are minds are scattered or they give up or they go back. So when one has come, that mind goes to Krishna. So what are the things that happens or things that should happen or proper maintenance to see to the end?
That is management. The problem is not coming to Krishna. That's not the problem. Because nobody comes to Krishna and have problem. We didn't see the Brahmanas have difficulty or problem coming to Krishna. We didn't see that the gopis coming to Krishna has problem. Even when the Brahmanas were complaining, we cannot go back because even if you go back, our husband knew we came to see you, so they will not accept it. Yes, they said, no, I am in their heart. If you go back, they'll be very happy. They'll be very happy. In fact, actually, they're waiting for you. So go back, let them complete their job. And when they came back, the same thing happened. Exactly like Krishna said. So the problem is not coming to Krishna. The problem is we are inexperienced, or we are not mindful, or we are not conscious of what we're supposed to do. That is the problem. Not coming to Krishna. Like you said, so if someone has given life to Krishna. So if he's sick, nobody tells you not to go to hospital. No, Prabhu, you're not the body, so you don't go and do arti on the table, in the altar. You're not the body. So, some whimsical people, they will say like that, but when they have the same problem, they will not go and they go to hospital. That is demonic consciousness, not devotional. We have difficulties in it. You take nice prasad. No, you're not the body. Don't talk about prasad. Forget about it. Just distribute books, that's all. That is not our philosophy. It's not about teachings. It's not about lifestyle. It is a whimsical activity of so-called demons who are parading like devotees. No. So we have health challenges, you take care of it. Yeah, we have a welfare department, we should maintain it. The thing is that we are individually contributing to all the problems we experience in our lives. All of us are contributing to the problems we have in our life. All. Whatever difficulties we have contributed to it. For example, if you say all householders should give 2 Ghana cedis every month to the temple, right? Disagree like that. And someone is not giving. And then when somebody has difficulty, what will happen? The money is not there. Why? Because you didn't contribute. Not because you don't have it. Because we don't want to do it. Because I'm thinking, if I'm contributing, it's for you. You're thinking if you can do it, it's for me. So we're thinking like that. No contribution. There was something happen. Where to go? This is what you see many devotees in West Africa are doing. They are doing their nonsense things outside there, not talking about Krishna. When they get sick, they come to the temple. I have given my life to the movement. I don't have family again. You don't have a family, but you're not in the temple. You're not doing any service in the temple. You are somewhere. You are giving a life to Krishna only when they're sick. They know they're not going to survive it. They come and dump it in the temple. And we're calling some one foolish demon. Why is not taking care of devotees? We are Prabhupada gave one lecture, Bhagavatam 1:8:20. And Prabhupada is asking, have you come here to disturb Krishna or you have come here to serve Krishna? Prabhupada asks. Why? Because he knows that is what some of us have come here to. And what we see. Right? That's what we see. If you are not contributing anything, why you should go and put a sick? Can this happen in the church? You haven't like that in the church? But we're doing it in the Christian movement. And then form a club, talking, blaspheming, criticizing. If you do like that, the problem is solved. The problem is solved only if we do the right thing. So the problem is not giving oneself to Krishna. Krishna is capable of taking care of anybody and anybody, anything and everybody. That's his Krishna. So it is we who are not doing the right thing, not that we have given myself to Krishna and suffering. Nobody, in Solene Bhaktisa Maharaj said, Srila Prabhupada did not create a society for people to come and suffer. No. He created a society for us to come and save ourselves. But we are not doing what he requested of us to do. That is the problem.
Based on what you explained, I think we have the parampara system in Islam. If they have the top, they knows what is going on, what measures are they taking to correct it? Because if the money, Prabhupada quoted something that changing management is not the issue. Constant changing is not the issue. If the person is not doing something or where it is falling short, we have to amend it to help progress. If this goes on continuous and the hierarchy are saying it all the time and they are not doing anything about it, we continue to change and it's happening now. So what is going to happen?
What is happening is close now to collapse. This is one.
What is your advice?
Do the correction.
From hierarchy or
Yes.
from down?
Things come from the head, not from down.
No.
It's correct from the down. From top, not from bottom, you correct from the head down. It's the head who carries, not the feet. It's the head that carries. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Bhakti Dhira Damodara.